So today we're working on by far my least favorite project, the F-150. We want to see if we can finally get the motor out today, tear it down, rebuild it with brand new oil pumps, gaskets, fix the timing issues, new cam phasers. So hopefully this thing will stop skipping teeth and I can finally start using it again to clean out all of that mess back there. Let's get to it. So we finally got the Cleveland at a good stopping point. It's kind of over there, just off in the corner, or waiting on a new water pump. We decided to might as well upgrade it since everything's up, and also waiting on some more bolts from ARP to mount that stuff. So what we're gonna do now is I finally got around to fixing the WTF 150. Yep, so it's out, it's in the garage. I'm gonna tear through it. I'm pretty sure there's some rust in the cylinders from where I kind of left it sitting in the engine without the intake on, and I just did not treat this thing very well. But it would be broken before I did that, so it wasn't my fault. I'll get this tore down, cleaned up, and before that, I'm gonna go grab a beer first. I know you're not supposed to, but I'm going to. That's probably why you're not supposed to. Alright, so I guess the camera died on the last one. Kind of a backstory on the engine. This all started with just a spark plug. The spark plug got stuck inside the cylinder head. Look guys, I messed up, and I know I messed up. I messed up when I bought a Ford truck. Now this was a $1,000 truck, and I figured it was going to have $1,000 truck problems. But no, it had $1,000 Ford truck problems. Self-welding spark plugs, got them. Failing oil pump, check. Exploding timing gear set, you bet. I know you guys are going to tell me, should have bought an LS. Well, you know what? I did buy an LS, but it's not going in the truck. It's going to go in a 6. I have twin turbos. It's going to be badass, but it's going to have to wait. So for now, we're going to fix this piece of shit truck We're going to get it running. Then we're going to finish the BMW, and then we're going to get onto that LS. So you just have to stick around and see. In the cylinder now because I can't get the crank to turn. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to pull all this stuff off. I'm going to pull the pistons out, clean the cylinders out, get everything set, and hopefully it runs smoothly again. Yeah, that's gonna have to get sanded out. Alright, so we look at the other side and it's even worse. So yeah, I don't know if we'll be able to save it, but we're gonna try. And if not, I'll probably just be getting a new engine. I'm really over. here's kind of the backstory of how we got to this point. I bought this truck used for like $1,000 almost 2 years ago now, and I got off of my last deployment. I knew the truck had a few problems with it. There was some misfiring going on, but I mean, it was $1,000. The truck still ran pretty well. I went to start addressing some of those small issues, namely changing out ignition coils, spark plugs, basic tune-up stuff. Well, one of the spark plugs got stuck inside the cylinder head. I guess this is the problem with the Ford mod motors. But anyway, the spark plug was like completely seized in there, and then I actually broke the spark plug off in the head while I was trying to take it out. So I decided to just replace the head altogether. I didn't want to have to bore out the spark plug hole, thread it or helicoil it, and have a different size spark plug go in there. So I replaced the head. As I was doing that, I found a bunch of other underlying issues. The timing chain tensioner guide, or timing chain guide, had completely shattered. So there was tons of slack inside the timing chain. That got fell into the oil pan. The pieces that got sucked up started clogging up the oil pickup, which was kind of starving out the oil pump, so the engine wasn't getting enough oil. Oil is what drives the cam phasers on these motors, so the timing was being thrown out and it was skipping teeth because the oil wasn't being supplied to the cam phasers properly. So I tried to address a lot of that stuff, which is why a lot of these parts are, although technically used, are still new parts. But then I got frustrated with the truck. I kind of let it sit there. I started putting my attention into, the 2JZ and then into the Cleveland. Finally decided last week that I go ahead and start trying to address this truck again, finish putting it back together. And bottom line is I just let it sit too long. There was rust all inside the cylinders that you guys saw. So anyway, I decided to just pull it out, go through it properly. Now the frustrations are kind of eased off with it. So anyway, that's kind of how we got to this point.